So I've seen a lot of debate on Android Auto, Apple CarPlay versus the Android Automotive, the Google integration that GM is using now. So I wanted to take the time and make a very quick video discussing that and show you some of the things that I prefer using each one. So in my old school car, as you can see, Delta 88 there, I have the Kenwood system here, and I have this stereo that you can use either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto in. I currently have a Samsung Z Fold 7. So we're gonna load. Let me pause that. We're gonna pause that, but as you can see, Android Auto is the system there. All right. Now I have this remote that I use with the Kenwood, but all your settings and everything for Android Auto is there. I can come here, change the music that's playing. Here we go, boom. So here's my Android Auto, or my YouTube music there. If I go here, this brings it back to the split screen view. Here's my phone. Here's that. Go back there. Here's the settings, and it's just kind of mirroring my phone. Whatever settings I have on my phone, that background that you see is the background of my home screen on my regular cell phone. I swear every time that I film, I swear I'm not intentionally filming car reviews on gloomy days, but every time I need to get out there and film something for the car, it just so happens to start raining. But I keep seeing a lot of people talk about how they don't like the regular Google integration. This is the I forget what this thing is called. I did a review for it, but it's Motorola device so that I can have the wireless Android Auto in here. And you gotta have that for wireless because you can't have it down there. All right, normally you would have to use this cord and use this USB C cord to plug it in, the USB A to USB C, plug that in here, and then you connect it to there, and that's how everything worked. I bought this so that this would connect there and it's wireless. All right, but this is all my apps and things that I can do here. All right, this is how I would get to maps, get out of that, come back around. You got like game snacks. Okay, so you can play some games or whatever. But the integration on this, it's not bad, man. Like if anybody was just using regular old Android Auto, I mean, that's not bad. I can see how that would work. Of course, you're not going to be playing these games while you are driving or anything. These are, I'm parked and I'm going to sit and play these while I'm parked somewhere, or I'm waiting for something. It's a quick game that you can play in the car. I've actually never played it in this car. I played it before when I had the Chevy Bolt, because the Chevy Bolts, the previous versions of the Chevy Bolts had Android Auto like this. It was just like this. They didn't have the Google integration and everything like that, and I dig it personally. I kind of like it this way. I don't know why this is doing this. See, this is weird. Why would I turn my screen this way? This is a car screen. All right, I'm getting out of here. What is Cannonballs about? I don't know what these games are about. But yeah, man, this isn't bad. Like, I don't mind using this. Before I had the Google Automotive or the Android Automotive, the different version of this, that's how your notifications come in. But get that out the way. before I got the Chevy Equinox and I got the new Google Automotive experience, I've never had any issues with Android Auto. Or when I had my iPhone some years ago, I did have an iPhone. I had the iPhone 12 Pro Max, so I was using Apple CarPlay on this same stereo, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Like, it was fairly simple and intuitive and everything that I needed to do, just like this. Okay, so Cannonballs 3D. How do I do this? Okay. Miss. All right. Boom. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right. How do I hit this one? Boom. Got him. Oh, I suck. Boom. Uh-oh. And last one. Dang. Didn't even get it off. Fail. All right, so get out of the games. Come back over here. And then what else can you do? There's little apps that you can do on here, man. It's not a whole bunch, but this is fine. This is fine for what it is, man. I don't hate this. I don't want people to think that I hate Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. I get why people like them. They're very simple and intuitive to use. You know what I mean? But let's go look at the other option. So this is GM's new infotainment system, all right? Look at how I can have the map over here versus the music over here. Now, if I wanted to, of course, I can still hit the split screen and do both, right? Here's the map, here's the music, here's all my information. Here's, you go home, here's your apps and everything. Here's that. All right. Different apps and everything that you can use. Similar to what Android Auto and Apple CarPlay would show. But there's more options and everything to do. Like, you couldn't really set your charging options or do anything like that from there, as intuitive as it is here. I'm saying intuitive a lot, but it's very deep into what you can do here versus what you could do on the other thing. And my main gripe that I had with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is that since it's connected to your phone, if you hit a bad area, like you go to a location where the signal is bad, you're on the road trip or something, you're just going out deeper into your city, and you lose reception, then you just lost reception. That's it. The music cuts off. Your maps cut off. Everything cuts off. I have rarely had that issue on this. Usually, if something goes wrong, it comes right back up fairly quickly. Look. This isn't even connected to my phone. This is just the car's 5G signal. And that has been much more reliable to me than Android Auto and Apple CarPlay were. Now I can go in here, boom, and this is my charging information, and you get more options here. All right, so this is telling me different locations on where I can go to charge. On the Android Auto version, you can still do similar to what I was just doing there and show your charging stations, and it'll show you which ones are closer and all that stuff in Google Maps. Yeah, you can do that. You can do this on Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I believe Apple CarPlay, you can do that. I didn't have an EV back when I had an iPhone, so I'm thinking you can do this on there. I'm sure somebody will comment and let me know. But yeah, man, there's a lot that you can do that's just so much more, and it's easier to do and to control everything on this version, the GM Automotive version of the infotainment system versus the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It just comes up easier. And then if this one is just having a bad day, like something is wrong on this one, I can still switch back to my phone through Bluetooth. Uh-oh, can't get a copyright strike, Jay. I can switch to my phone and just use the Bluetooth, and it'll be pretty much the same experience. The map will still be over there, and then my music and everything will be over here. For me personally, I much rather prefer using this version, the GM Automotive version, than the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. I get it, they're quick. You get in, you put your phone in, you plug your phone up, you go. But with this version, I don't need to plug my phone in at all. It's just going the way that it is. Let me put this back to YouTube music. Uh-oh. If I just get in the car, I can get in the car and go. As long as there's connection here, I'm good. I don't got to worry about my phone. I don't got to make sure if I'm in a bad area, I got music downloaded so that the music will keep playing, or the maps are downloaded, because it's already, the car's got its own signal up here. So I'm good to go. I'm just going off of the car system, sort of like how Rivian has their own, or Tesla has their own car system. It's the same principle. A lot of people don't say, when it comes to Teslas or Rivians, nobody says, oh, no Apple CarPlay? Oh, that's a deal breaker. I can't buy that vehicle because Teslas and Rivians don't come with Apple CarPlay. You never hear that until it's GM. When it's these GM cars and GM system, oh, no Apple CarPlay. Oh, I can't buy that car. Get out of here. Get out of here with those shenanigans. The car is going to work just fine. It's going to work just fine. If you don't want to use this, just use your Bluetooth. You can still use your Bluetooth. If you want to use Apple Maps instead, you can still Bluetooth through there with that. I don't see what the big deal is. Personally, it's my preference to use this version, the GM Automotive version, versus Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm going to get into reviewing this car now because I just hit a good milestone. So if you guys want to, a big milestone, I should say, not a good one. I guess a good one too. But you guys tune in to that video, and I'll holler at you on the next one. Peace.